Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, and today I have a very sweet haul to share with you guys. I did some thrifting with Molly, but I also was gifted some really beautiful and meaningful vintage items, so I want to share those with you guys. I have so much to share with you that I'm actually going to break up this haul into two different videos. So today I'm going to share with you what I got thrifting and then all the vintage Christmas items that were gifted to me. And in the next video, I'll share with you all the vintage paper, books, music, and linens that were sent to me. So a lot of really beautiful, wonderful items. I know many of you love vintage stuff as much as I do and love to see what I find and then see how I incorporate it into my home. I hope to share that with you guys as well a little bit. So I'm gonna start with what I found out thrifting with my daughter today. The first thing I found was totally unexpected, but I'm so glad I found it. I found this beautiful vintage Pea Coat. It is wool and cashmere blend, super high quality, fully lined, has this wonderful gingham detail, fits me perfectly. And I do have a Pea Coat in my capsule that I've been using for the past couple years, but since I've had Clive, it's not very easy to close right here. So I've been wearing it open, and this one I can actually close. So that's been so nice to have this. It was only $2, and it has this wonderful pleat, and I love the detail on the sleeves. So this was an awesome find. I'm so happy with it. To have only spent $2 on a wool cashmere coat like this, I just can't even. It's amazing. So I'm really happy with this. This is going to replace the one that didn't fit so well. And now I can like wear a dress coat and feel really pulled together. At the same thrift store where I got the coat, they always have some stationery set out, and I checked today because they had a bunch of new stuff, and I found this set of thank you cards. They have this really sweet little hot air balloon. They just say thanks so much. The hot air balloon's actually like a cutout, and they're just blank inside and just really sweet. There was 9 of them and I paid 50 cents, which I thought was an excellent deal. I use thank you cards a lot, so happy about that. The whole reason why I went thrifting was to find an old book that I could tear apart. And no disrespect to old books, you guys know how much I love books, but Molly and I have gotten into this craft called junk journaling, and it's where you use the shell of a book and then repurpose all the papers and stuff to make a journal. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll try to link to a couple junk journal videos that I really like. I just found this one. I liked the color of it. It's still in really good shape, and the paper inside is like perfectly yellowed, so it'd be great for crafting as well. It was only 25 cents, so definitely in the price range. I got a couple smaller things at another local thrift store, so it was just 50 cents for both of these, a little wooden spoon, and then I got this little tin thinking it would be cute for Valentine's Day decor, or even just to make a little collage out of, to add like an assemblage piece, like little things to it and hang it would be cute, or just even set out on top of a stack of red books would be cute for Valentine's Day. So 25 cents for that too. Alright, so that's all the things that I picked up thrifting today. So next I want to share with you the vintage Christmas items that were gifted to me. These things are so beautiful, and I'm guaranteed to get a little bit nerdy about this stuff because it's all like 40s, 50s, and even earlier as far as how old it is. I wanted to say a special thank you to Cindy for gifting all this to me. I'm just blown away. I love it. Can't wait to use it in my home, and thank you for thinking of me and passing this on to my family. We're honored to be incorporated into your family's story with these items. So the first thing was this box full of these gorgeous sparkly bells, and they all still have the clappers. This one's silver, there's red ones, green ones, and I think some blue also. But they have like those little old school pipe cleaners that hold the clapper in place, and they all have a ton of sparkle left. I've seen a few of these out at estate sales, and they usually are like sparkles have gone away. They're not there anymore. So to have all of these and still have so much sparkle left, it's just absolutely wonderful. So there's also mini versions of those little bells, the sparkle bells with the clappers on the inside. And these ones I think we're going to use in Molly's room. on her little tree. But they have all these little different colors on the inside. And again, same thing, old school pipe cleaner. And these will just be darling on her tree. This is just so perfectly 1950s to me, this color. And maybe that is, maybe I'm right, maybe it's 60s, but I'm guessing 50s with the color, that aqua color. To me, just seems very 50s. There's the star, and those come in the white as well. So you guys might remember this box I found on clearance after this last Christmas. This is from the Pioneer Woman, and it was totally empty, and now it's holding all these amazing ornaments that Cindy gave me. And you guys know I love Shiny Brights. I collect them. I think they're so gorgeous. So this one is Shiny Bright, made in the USA. Just a really pink, sort of larger size ball. I don't have any like this, so I'm excited about that one. This is a red Shiny Bright, and I actually have a set of 6 of these already, so fun to have another red one like that. This one is an absolute favorite. I love the different stripes on this and how it kind of looks like a piece of candy. There were 3 of them that look like this with the stripes. I don't have any like that as well. I have to say, I think these 2 are my favorite, though it's really hard to pick a favorite. But look at those. Aren't those darling? And that pretty mint green color that I just love, and the pink. So fun. I also really love this little bell with the stripes on it. Very, very cute. I love the balls that have that indent as well. I think those are really pretty, and the way they bounce light when they're on the tree is just gorgeous. This one's just a little bit bigger than that one I just showed you. And then we have a pink one like that. The same little indent. There were a few just smaller balls, solid color with the pink and the gold. So this one came with a note from Cindy saying it's very, very old, not in the best condition. I understand if you want to throw it out. And I was like, no, no way am I throwing that out. Try to get up close on this so you can see the metal on the top of that. So there were a few of these. They're almost see-through. They're so old. There came with a note that said these are very old. And I don't necessarily know how old that is, but if you guys can see, the top is so different than anything I've seen before. There's like a little circle of metal attached to the little topper, attached with some wires. On one of them there was a sticker that has the MA, like almost like it's gonna say made in Japan. So I have never found any Shiny Brights that are purple before, so that was a new find. And I love the color on this one. It's almost teal looking, and I just love that color. So this one's for sure going on the tree. So I loved the color on this ball as well, and I'm not sure it's coming across on the camera very well, but it's such a pale blue that it almost has like a goldish undertone to it, and it's just stunning. It's really beautiful, so I love that one. And then this one I just loved because it looks like a little Christmas light bulb. So also gifted to me was this bag full of vintage papers, vintage cards. Some of them are Christmas, and the ones that aren't Christmas I'm going to save for my next video. But look at this one. Isn't that great? There's the wishbone and then the holly. This says US postage 1 cent. And if I'm not mistaken, that says 1909. Funny enough, I've actually have this pinned on my Pinterest, and now I have one for myself. Have a Merry Christmas and top it off with the happiest New Year yet. And of course they all have the little notes from who sent them and everything. I just love it. And then there's this little Christmas card that has little babies on it, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But then there's this loving note written on the back. And here's another one, wishing you the peace and joy of this holy Christmas season. I almost forgot to include one of my favorite things from the gifts that I received. This is the Household Hints, published by the Chicago Daily News. It was published in 1933, and it has all of these little household hints. And you will be seeing this return in my Lost Domestic Art series for sure. And the very last thing is this book full of handwritten recipes. And Cindy said most of these date back to the 40s. And it's just amazing what's in here. Maybe I should make one of these recipes for you guys. Do like a 1940s housewife day or something like that. Do a cherry tart, peach, let's see, what is that? Peach freeze? Let me know if that's something you'd want. I might consider doing that. All right, so that is going to wrap up today's haul. I will have another haul to share with you in a couple days with even more of this beautiful vintage goodness. I hope you'll come back, subscribe if you're new here and you love vintage things. I have some really just delightful things to share. Now I'm like excited for Christmas already because I'm excited to use these ornaments next year. You guys take care, and I will be back with more in this haul very soon. Bye.